You're listening to the LouCity and Racing Players Podcast.
Welcome to Tea Time with T and Kiwi. I'm T.
I'm Kiwi.
And this is our first episode of the LouCity Players Podcast. And we have two very special guests here, Mr. Niall McCabe and Mr. Paolo DelPiccolo. Can we get a little round of applause for him? Thank you very much. For those of you that live under a rock, these two are pretty much big-time legends all over the country in the city of Louisville. So if you could give us just a little bit of background about yourself. Be great. I'll pass the mic off first, huh?
All right, yeah. What do you want to know? I'm been at this club for a long, long time. The only person that's been here longer is this guy here. What else do you want to know about my history or what?
History, background, how you came with soccer.
Oh, going way back. Yeah, awesome. I'm from Denver, Colorado. Played soccer, ever since I can remember. My dad was a big soccer player. We grew up in the family and got into it. Started in Denver, played the rival club of T. So he and I grew up across town from each other, and my club never lost to his. We were the best in the state by a long shot. And then, came to U of L for school, went around the world a couple times playing for different teams, and then landed back here in Louisville for the last 8 years of my career and really enjoyed it and loved it.
Well, yeah, pretty simple. Yeah, I played back home until I was like 18, decided to come out here on a scholarship, played in Georgia for a small school called Young Harris, graduated there. And then was asked to come up here and play. And I've been here ever since. 10th season.
There you go.
A little short and Paolo. So.
What was your guys' first impression of meeting each other? Because obviously, Niall, you were here a little bit before Paolo got here.
Yeah. I remember his team was knocked out. They didn't make the playoffs.
I was hoping you were going to go with that. Because this is what I remember too. I don't remember. Go.
Yeah, his team didn't make the playoffs, and we were still in it, so we had training still, and I just remember this guy showing up for training, and remember just looking at him thinking, this guy has worse hair than me and worse tattoos than me. So, yeah, well, now that was good. He came into training, and that was really it. I just remember he was looking to keep going even though the season was over, and he's back in town. That was really it.
Yeah. No, I remember that. That's when I was wondering if you were going to go with that time or the next season is when I actually joined, because I was playing with Charlotte and we were out. These guys were still plugging on, but my missus was still living here. So I came back to stay with her, and I'd known James from the season before. So he invited me to come out to training a couple of times. And it's always a bit new when you're in the, all these guys were they'd been teammates for a whole year. They're all best friends. I just jumped in the locker room with them. And I remember thinking, man, everyone keeps laughing at this guy's jokes, but I can't understand a word he's saying. He's just over there with some of the other British guys just going off with the thickest accent, and everyone starts dying laughing. I'm like, yeah, what? I have no idea. Couldn't understand the word. No, but it was good. That was when I first got into the locker room with these guys, and yeah, we've been friends ever since. Yeah. There you go.
So, for me, I had that same thing. I came and trained in Salt Lake. Jack Blake, me and him got into it. Now we're best friends. Okay. So, for you guys, because you guys played against each other that year, when you were at Charlotte, you were at Louisville, was there anyone else in your career that you were like, I hate this guy, playing against him, and then he joined the team, and you were oh, this guy is actually a decent guy?
Oh, yeah.
You want to throw some names out there?
I can go at the same time, so it's going to be the same.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I hope he's watching too. Antoine Hopino. Oh man, when you were playing against him, he was just annoying as could be. And then he got in the locker room, and what a great guy. That's where I saved myself. He's an awesome guy. I still talk to him to this day. But he was one where when he came on the team, you're like, I don't think I'm going to like this guy, because I hated playing against him. And he was one of the best people, that really good guy in the locker room.
Antoine would be the one for me. The other one would be I'm going to reverse the question. He actually played here first and then left for Quinny. Aidan Quinn. Like, when he came here, like, loved him. And then he left to go to Cincy, I think. And, yeah, I just hate playing against him. Like, it's annoying. Hope he's watching. But no, we still even, like, he left in, 2017, I think, at the end of 2016, 17. We still talk, like, now. So, but yeah, he was one who was annoying.
Opponent, great teammate. Yeah.
You guys have gone through a lot of preseasons. What is your worst preseason memory? It could be at any time. College, back home, here.
My worst one, it's 100% here. My worst one was, I think it was 2017 Florida IMG with James. I just remember, like, thinking, oh, go down to Florida, this is going to be nice weather, we get some good work done. Buddy, we didn't see a ball for 2 weeks. Like, no games. Just ran. It's a joke, like.
Like on the field or like
no, we're
on the street?
No, we're on the field. Well, we would run between the gym and the cafeteria, remember?
Yeah.
Just because we could, like.
That was I mean, you got to give them the stories. You got to give them the good stories of, like, our first day down there. It was always a hard 2 weeks. You knew going in it was going to be a brutal 2 weeks, but it's going to get you ready for the year. And so we get down there. We kind of know what to expect because we've done it the year before, and we knew that the first day, as soon as you get down there, is like a really hard gym session, and we're staying in the dorms or the villas that are about like a mile and a half from the gym. So we walk over there. So it takes a bit, because we have to walk there, and we do this hard gym session. But everyone's been training all off season. Everyone's up for it. We like crush it, like go all out, just everything you got in the gym session. And so we get done, and guys are kind of taking off their shoes or unlacing a little bit or whatever it is. And we get outside, and James is like, well done, first session. That'll be it for tonight, unless anybody doesn't make it back to the villas before me and takes off sprinting. I mean, guys got their shoes off. Guys are like, and so James is like, he's 300 yards down the road when guys finally get going, and everyone's just dying to catch up to him. And we finally get there. And I mean, the last couple of guys beat him by a smidge, and it would have been brutal.
Well, you also have to remember, like, at that point,
had he just retired?
James was still, like, he was fit. Yeah. And he was, like, he's probably my age now, like.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just took off. And that was, Pre-season was a joke down there. I just remember the 300 shuttles and
I love pre-season down there.
And the running. I just hate it.
Better than Tucson?
I mean,
different?
I think preseason. You just grind as hard as you can for like 6 weeks, and then you get to enjoy with the boys a good season. Yeah. Like, I don't think anyone's ever been like, oh, I can't wait to run.
Yeah.
But then once you're down there, you just grind as hard as you can, get fit, get ready to go.
Was Mafia night still was that a thing there?
Oh yeah.
I'm not holding this to you the whole time.
I was gonna let you answer. Talk about Mafia.
Well, I can't talk about Mafia because he's the narrator of Mafia.
That is true. That Apollo is the narrator. Oh yeah, go into that.
Brief story.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Apollo,
you're
gonna be losing at this.
Noel is the detective.
Okay.
I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
I'm buzzing. I check first round. I check Danny Fondez. He's Mafia. I'm like, lovely. I have him. I'm looking to see who he's voting with the whole time. Who's voting with him? I'm trying to play the game. I check Jake next to me. He's safe, civilian. So I let him know. All the time. I said, Jake, I'm detective. I know you're safe. I check Danny. He's Mafia. Check Ray. He's safe. Tell him the whole time I check somebody what's going on.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, okay. Then it starts to get a little bit hairy, I'm at risk here.
Yeah.
And I tell Jake, I'm like, listen, mate, you have to come out as the sheriff and tell everybody what I was, like, or who I checked and stuff. So the Mafia will come for you thinking they have the sheriff, and I'd be free to check the remaining ones. Well, Jake comes out and says, I think Niall's Mafia, and puts me on the spot, and I have to defend myself. I only have 10 seconds. And at that point, I can't risk not telling people who I've checked. So I come out and say, I'm the sheriff. Dead straight away. Mafia won.
Doctor was already dead.
Doctor was dead.
Yeah.
Just ruined.
I've sat on the side and just watched so many of those games, and it just blows your mind.
This was peak. This was peak. It was up there. Yeah, Mafia. I don't know.
That's it. That's a good story.
Yeah, we still play. We still play, and yeah. But some players still haven't gotten good at the game.
I mean, those Mafia nights for me are always some of the best that we have together as a team. But what is your guys' greatest LouCity memory? I know we've won a lot here as a team and everything like that, but is it a specific game?
Trophy or no trophy?
Both. Anything.
But the 18 final is the best one for me, just because the season and the events surrounding it was the best one for me.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you can't. I would say they're equal for me, the 17 trophy and the 18. But just like going back to what he was saying, how hard preseasons were and stuff, and not that it's ever changed, but when you get to you put in all that hard work throughout the whole year, starting from IMG or starting from Tucson or wherever you start, and then you get to cap it off with the trophy at the end. I mean, there's
nothing better.
Yeah. There's nothing better.
Was it one game in those seasons, or any game where you've come back and win on the road? Or
I mean, 18 final was different with Jogba in there.
Yeah,
T losing. I mean, that was that was a really exciting final. Although 17 final was awesome too, because Slugger was packed. We scored the really late winner.
18 was at U of L.
Yeah,
18 was U of L.
Yeah.
Oh, the big memory for me as well is the when Antoine scored in the Indy, last kick of the game. That was a big one, just one that sticks out.
Yeah, but Elijah scoring against Tampa 2 years ago, that one sticks out.
That one was
so
electric. Yeah,
the 18 one. I don't know. I just felt like we weren't going to lose a game towards the end of the season.
Should have lost.
There's an old saying, if Paolo knows it very well, if me auntie had
should have lost. You guys are both busy guys off the field and everything, but do you guys have any favorite hobbies you like to do other than football when you have the time?
Activities, I guess for me the big one would be cooking. I love to cook off the field, I used to, at least when I was playing, with every night go home or go to the grocery on the way home from training and kind of have an elaborate dinner, because I had the time to do it and I like to do it. So that'd probably be my hobby.
You got a favorite meal you make?
Favorite? I make this kind of breaded salmon that I think is really good. My mom's recipe, but it's nice presentation, quite delicious. I think it's a top one for me.
That's a dinner party one right there.
Yeah, that's a dinner party. Yeah.
Looking very forward to the barbecue nights at the DelPiccolo home.
It must be. That's a new recipe, because I haven't had that. That must be a new.
Your phone broken.
Yeah. So yeah, it's too busy now. I like. What do I like? I like golf. Terrible at it, but enjoy getting out there.
How do you shoot at the PGA? I mean, the LouCity Foundation.
Well, I only got to play 9 holes.
So not very good.
So yeah, you can say I shot at 59 on course record. Now I actually done okay. I got a bottle from James. He's so happy with my performance. He said,
"Where'd you guys finish? Do you know?"
In the first 11. We got a bottle of Maker's Mark, first 11, all team 11. It said, I got one. It's on the wall.
Yeah, save that one for a special occasion now.
Wall. It's okay.
Yeah,
sleep on this.
All right. This is kind of a random question. about the team. Paolo, I know you're around us a lot now as well. If our team was all in the Hunger Games, who is dying first? Who is winning it all?
Oh, that's such an easy question. You go first.
I don't think many of us are lasting very long.
Okay.
I think first one to die would be Jake Morris.
Is there a reason for that?
I just think he'd go for the weapon too quickly. Go for the center right away.
Yeah, fair.
You saw in Mafia his tactics.
His tactics in Mafia were questionable with that too.
I think he'd be done quickly.
Okay.
Along with Wes Sharpay. Yeah. I think Wes likes to think that he can, outdoorsman, rides his bikes.
It's too nice.
Wes would
Nice guy,
hands,
bro. He's a nice guy.
If me and Wes were running towards the gun and he got there like a split second before me, he's like, nah, you have it, mate. You have it. And then and he'd be done, I'd be running back. But who'd win it? That's a good question.
There's only 3 options.
Yeah, I've got a top 3, I think.
Yeah, you got
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be a little psycho. So Damien.
Yeah, Damien, for sure.
Wait, are we including coaching staff in this?
Ooh. No. Players.
Just players.
I mean,
I don't know about Damien. I don't give him that.
My thing is with Damien, I think he would be seen as a threat, and we would all gang up to.
I think McFadden could.
Yeah, Aiden for sure. Yeah,
he's a tank.
If Brian is healthy, I think Brian might be up there. Yeah,
playoff only. Playoff only in the Hunger Games is. Yeah, I don't bet against playoff only when the stakes are that high.
Actually, do you know who died?
Arturo?
Do you know who died quick?
Who?
Carlos.
Ray. Ray would die so fast. Like
Him and Carlos at the same time. Immediately.
Ray.
I think you're right, but he'd look the best doing it. He'd have if it was proper Hunger Games, he'd have all the drip.
Puma tracksuit.
Yeah.
Socks tucked in. Yeah.
Drippy Serrano. He would look good, but he'd not last long.
You have Elijah cussing him out in the background. Jeez.
Yeah. Ray for me first to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's clear. I think Aiden probably
Winning it. A little sneaky dark horse there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Would you guys have to do these? We got fast 5 questions that we're going to ask all our guests.
All right.
One at a, you can
first.
We'll do one question at a time.
Okay.
Favorite soccer player of all time?
Steven Gerrard.
Paolo?
Paolo Maldini.
I like that. Favorite Louisville restaurant?
Rock.
Shout out the Rock.
Yeah. Repeal for me.
Repeal. You just
You hear that, Rocco? Hear that, Rocco?
Favorite Netflix show?
Of all time?
Yeah.
There was a few good
I
ones.
know.
Squid Game got us all going, didn't it? I'm watching Band of Brothers now.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really tough question. I like Breaking Bad. That was I've gone through that a couple times. It's pretty good.
Good answer. Guilty pleasure? Can be anything. Like
Sweets, mate.
okay.
I like sweets.
We do love our sweets.
Oh, not for me. I don't like sweets. I'd say sleep.
Is that what you were doing before?
No. Pre-coaching.
Oh, before coaching? Then I would say video games. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. You
Fortnite?
don't play those no more.
Fortnite?
Fortnite still.
Yeah.
Years.
That's crazy. 3. This is question gets asked a lot. We've asked this question a lot. Training. 3 dream dinner guests. Anyone, alive or dead?
They all magically speak English, right? So that's cool, right? Wow. I would go Leonardo da Vinci, Padraig Pearce, And
That's cool.
and who else? Oh, I don't know. Someone for a buzz.
For a buzz?
Elvis or something. I don't know. Someone who'll be a good buzz.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I think I would go like, I mean, this is a hometown favorite, but Muhammad Ali. I think for sure him. Paolo Maldini, for sure. I'd like to hear like some stories from musicians, you know?
Yeah. Interesting character.
Yeah.
We're talking like old school musicians,
Yeah, like
or like rock, like 80s music, rock, or we're talking
Like
about
Beethoven?
yeah.
classic Ludwig. No, I'd probably throw like I don't know, like Dr. Dre in there or something.
that'd be sick.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to hang out with Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg.
That'd be sick.
Cool.
Yeah.
That would be sick. All right. Good answers. I like those answers. It's a good start. And then the
I
last.
have a question for you.
Okay. All right. Flip the switch on us. All right.
We'll flip the switch. Probably you're in on this as well. You're in the Octagon. I've said this before.
Wait, no, hang on. Wait for this. We'll answer this question for you. We want to leave a question for our next guest from you guys. So do you want us to leave that question?
No,
Okay. All right.
I will leave another one for them.
All right.
You're in the Octagon. What's the most dangerous animal you think you could kill with your bare hands?
Oh, you going first, buddy?
Like, and
I know.
I'm not saying like the most, as a poisonous jellyfish or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying like looks,
Intimidating.
size.
Yeah.
What you think you could take? It's a tough one.
I know it is tough. I know. I was thinking about this.
Because you don't want to think
Size.
that you're like a hard man, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take a bear. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I think it's got to be some sort of like cat predator,
Yeah.
but I don't know what size of cat predator I can like speed wise. I think a cheetah because they're kind of small, but they are quick. And one slice with that paw, you are dead.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
But I think if I can get a little kick in there, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead. And you're not beating that fight. Me?
Polar bear.
No. I mean,
You think you're taking like a king cobra snake?
oh no, I'm scared of snakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like. No, not.
I think I'm taking a bobcat. That's where, like,
That's what you draw the line.
that's where I'm drawing the line. I think like a bobcat. I think people have done it. I think I could do it. I think a bobcat. I'm bigger than a bobcat. I can't.
There's no
I just
bobcats
think,
around here, right? We can go like get for you.
I think a mountain lion, no chance.
Too big.
Cougar, I think no chance.
Panther.
Forget it.
Tiger.
Forget about it.
What about
Eh,
what about a hyena? That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I was leaning.
Yeah, right. It's just like average.
Kind of reminds me of a dog.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they always 100 packs. You can take one by one.
Dingo I could take. I think a dingo I could take.
I think I could. I think the hyena is my
Yeah,
limit.
same.
hyena would whoop you.
Get out. No chance.
I'm telling you, hyenas are big enough.
I'd rather take a hyena than a bobcat.
It looks
It's big
around.
enough.
A bobcat will destroy you.
I'd whoop a bobcat. Get it on.
What do you take a bobcat too?
Nah, I said hyena.
Any animal experts would he be a hyena? No.
Yes.
Kiwi, what do you take?
Animal expert.
Definitely not an animal expert. Yeah. New Zealand, no poisonous animals there.
Sheep.
That is sheep. I could take a sheep. I could for sure take a sheep.
We could all.
Take a cow.
I don't.
A proper.
Yeah.
No, I just don't think I can see myself hurting it. And I think
What about a bull, like a wild boar? That I feel like
Oh, okay.
no, I don't
Yeah.
think it. But what? No,
you don't think you could take a wild boar?
Get one of those tusks.
Yeah.
I don't. I just don't know. I think they charge.
Yeah. You just jump over it.
I'm in the Octagon. Yeah. I'm in the Octagon.
That's not the problem. The problem is you can't jump over a credit card.
Yeah. So that's another thing.
All right, last question. Basically, you guys have to come up with a question for our next guest for us to ask.
Who's the next guest?
We haven't decided yet. We don't know yet. It could be anybody.
John?
Yeah. 3 things you don't like about the gaffer.
That's one.
Oh, yes, that would be a vicious question.
Yeah, we'd bring Simon in that for that one.
That's a tough one.
That's why
Crickets, bro.
Yeah, that's why we asked you guys, because we don't know.
I would like to know like everyone's favorite teammate of all time. Because now we got people coming from all over. You know, like, yeah.
There you go.
All right.
That works. We can do that.
Favorite teammate of all time.
All right. And close out.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for being our first guests on the Tea Time with T and Kiwi. Yeah, we've loved having you guys and killed it.
We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in. Go LouCity.
Thank you for listening to the LouCity and Racing Players Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss an episode.